Hello everyone, welcome to Curly FPV training vlog, and as promised from my previous content where I failed the Trippy spin and have two dead quad with me, today we are building the Volador VX5 version 2 and transferring everything from the Apex DC5 to the new frame. The reason why I'm doing this is because as a beginner, I do not really know if I can really feel the difference between a Deadcat frame and also a Squashed X frame, because what I've heard from a lot of people is that if you want to fly freestyle, you should get yourself a Squashed X or a True X or whatever X, and if you want to fly cinematic, you should go for a Deadcat frame. But I've been flying freestyle for about 4 to 5 months with this quad, and I think it is okay, so far okay, but can this really help me to improve? Right now, let's dive right into it because I've not opened up the box as well. And also, thank you very much to FPV Tribe, my buddy. It was about 9 PM at night when I messaged him and he just sent me the new frame immediately. And if you are here in Malaysia and would like to get some FPV stuff, do check out his store. I'll leave his link in the description below. So yep, let's start building. For the start, we will actually need the bottom plate, and then if you see this little thing here, it's actually for the middle part. Right, just put it in there. And then as for this is to hold the arms, just wiggle it a little bit. I think I had the similar problem on the VX3. But this fits better. Yeah, so here we go. And at this moment, we will have the M3 by 12 screw. And with the M3 by 12 screw, you will need the aluminium washer on it. And the M3 by 16, you do not need the aluminium washer on it. The M3 by 12 screw should go at the outer with the washer, and the M3 by 16 screw, which is the longer screw, you do not need the washer. It's supposed to be the inside hole. Alright, I just realized that we need two TPU parts, which is to hold the antenna. And if you notice, there is a right and left as well. But again, Flyfish did very good, very well, because they have actually got this R around here. Yeah, so that you will know which part is for which side. As for the mid plate, there's also both sides. So the side which is going to be facing upwards is going to be the one that has got the standoff hole etched into it. So that will be facing upwards so that you can put the standoff in there and it fits perfectly. So what we get in the back, if you do not know which is which, so just take out everything and see that you should have 5 M3 by 23 standoff, which goes right into here. And you will have like the M2 by 18, which I do not know where it should be going to, and also the M2.5 by 20, there should be 3 of it. So at this moment, we do not need these 3, we do not need this, and I think we have extra 1 of this M3 by 23 standoff, so we all keep it back inside the bag so that we do not miss any of the parts. Yeah. So now this will go up to here, right? And then you will have the standoff here. For the TPU, for the antenna, you will need M2 by 12 screw. M2 by 12 screw. Alright, we have found some M2 by 12 screw. I've actually took it from the Cinelog 35 V2 kit. I'm not going to use it anymore because I actually crashed and lost the Cinelog 35 V2 in the lake during the starting of the FPV journey. Yes, it was a sad story. Alright guys, we have the mid plate, the arms, and also the bottom plate all being held up together. We have also installed the TPU parts for the antenna. So right now we will proceed on to adding the other 2 standoff at the back, which is the M2 by 20 standoff. It should go here. Right. Yeah. Let's put this in. The M2.5 by 9 screw is to hold the last 2 standoff that we have. And that was the last standoff that we will need. Now we will need the M3 by 28 screw. This one, it should be the screw for the stacks, and it needs to be fitted together with the washer at the bottom. Yes. So it goes right in here, the middle hole, if you can see. It goes right in here, yeah, so that you can help everything together. Now to the TPU parts, I think Flyfish did a great job because it came with, like, you know, the mount where we actually put the O3 antenna or your VDX antenna. Usually the quad comes with only this kind of TPUs, right? But I saw that there is like 2 versions here. So if you can see, this one is for the one where you want to mount the M10 or whatever GPS that you have, right? So this is one of the mount. I do not have any GPS with me, so I'm not going to be using this mount, but it's good that they actually supply you with it as well. So I'll be only using this instead. So where does this go? This just goes directly to the back. I'll just put it up here. All you need to do is just push it in. And we have it. It's mounted nicely. And then for these tiny parts here, you can feel that there is the rough edge on both sides. The rougher part of the TPU should be facing outside and inside, and the smoother part should be facing the front and back. So yeah, or you put it into here. Nice. This is another TPU that needs to be screwed in to the front of the quad. Yeah, so this screws, the M3x8 screws to the camera mount as well. So just don't screw it off in first. To mount the camera, we will have to have like this carbon fiber plate thingy. The flat part is going to be facing the inside of the quad, and the diagonal part is going to be facing outside the quad. There is a slot over here that I think should fit perfectly for this thing. And then we will have like, okay, this is, oh fuck, oh shit. I nearly forgotten which one is which one, but it is being etched here. So another good job from Flyfish also. So right now we are just going to be screwing down this. Alright guys, so I found out that I actually mounted the carbon fiber plate and also the aluminium camera mount wrongly. That's why you will see a gap here. Yeah, if you can see, there's this gap here. So if you do see this gap, that means it is wrong. So please ensure that you actually have these two connected nicely before you screw this. Yeah, so I've did for the other side. It shouldn't have like a gap in between. It should be nice and clean. And we also have this TPU for the arms as well. The flat area is supposed to be the top. The frame is kind of ready with all the TPU parts on top. We'll just test out the top plate to make sure everything fits well. Yes. Oh yeah, the XT60 connector is supposed to be at the back as well. The flat area should be on the left of the quad, yes. And then you will just put it into here. So yeah, we are going to be putting the Volador VX5 aside, and then after that we'll remove every single thing from the apex and see if we can fit all of it here without doing much. Alright, so let's go. Alright, so we are going to be fast forwarding this part, and after that I will show you guys what parts am I using on the apex frame. Alright guys, everything is out from the apex frame. I do not want to bore you with whatever that I'm doing later, so I'm going to be doing some magic for you guys to see. But before that, let's go on to the part list. I have from Rush FPV, Blade, Sport, for the ESC, and also again from Rush FPV is going to be the Blade F722 flight controller. As for the motors, we are actually using Axis Flying AF236 1810 kV motors, and the ELRS receiver we are using also from Axis Flying. As for the VTX, we are going for DJI O3. So let's let the magic happen. Yes, we have finally completed the task of transferring everything from the apex frame to this new frame, the Volador VX5 V2. It's time for me to clear up the mess, put on the propeller, and wait for the maiden flight tomorrow. Wow. I'm so excited to fly this guy. Alright, we are here at the park and I'm feeling very excited to fly this thing now, and also to test out and let you guys know whether there's a beginner feels the difference between a Squashed X frame and also the Deadcat frame. Let's just find a perfect angle to record this guy flying off to the sky. So yeah, if you ask me as a beginner, I really feel the difference between the Deadcat frame that I've been flying for so long and also the Volador VX5, which is a Squashed X frame. I will say yes, I felt the difference immediately on the first pack. I have got better control on my turns. The whole flight felt so much smoother, but I do not want to come into conclusion on the very first pack because I've always been flying the Deadcat with the GoPro on it. Before that, I was flying the Action 2 on it, but I have always been crashing the Action 2. So yes, I flew it with the GoPro. So I mounted the GoPro onto the Volador VX5, and the difference, I can still feel that difference. I have got better control on my turns. And like what the expert is saying, when you fly a Deadcat frame, you tend to have a mix between the roll and the yaw. So I did felt that difference, that what all the experts are saying. I think, yeah, this is what engineering is, right? So yes, it is proven that I really do felt the difference. And for beginners alike, if you think you want to fly cinematic, do go ahead and get the Deadcat version because there's no props in view. And also, if you are really going for that flippy floppy freestyle kind of thing, you should really go for the X style kind of frame. So on what I felt about the Volador VX5, I think this quad is amazing. This frame is amazing because number one, I did the durability test just for you guys, so to see how strong is it. Okay, I did not do it for you guys. I crashed. Yes, I crashed due to the skills that I have. Alright, anyway, back to the quad. It does not have any single mark on it. It is holding up very well, except for some scratches on the TPU. And also this here that you can see, these plastic things that holds on to your motor wires. Again, a shout out to Joshua Bartwell. He advised not to use them, but I still use it because of aesthetic. I think it is very nice. It breaks, and when it breaks, it tends to, it's like got these sharp corners, so it might cut the motor wire. So thank you, Joshua, for advising, and sorry that I did not listen. Yes, sorry. And now I will also advise others out there that do not use this kind of plastic. It might really cut your motor wires off. So apart from all this I do not know what is this called, this plastic thingy that protects the motor wires, there's nothing that I hate about the quad. The dampener on for the O3 air unit works really well. When I fly, it is very smooth. Whatever that I'm seeing is so smooth. I do not know if it is because of my skill or is it because of whatever which is dampening the O3 air unit. The fuck. Anyway, as you can see, right now I've got the Action 2 mounted on it because I really want to enjoy this quad at least before it rains. So let's just rip it and yeah, and we will head home. Oh no. We will still fly this guy and do that Trippy training, right? So by now, if you guys are still watching, hopefully you can actually subscribe to this channel. I've seen like there's tons and tons of new viewers, like yourself maybe. So if you stumbled upon this channel, do me a favor. I've been like working very hard on this channel and also doing a lot of work with it. So yes, hopefully you can just support me a little bit by subscribing and also turning on the notification bell, as there is gonna be a lot more exciting and maybe entertaining content that I'll push out to you guys. So thank you very much for watching, and please remember to subscribe. So now let's rip.